My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire for the daily challenge for the February 3rd, 2020. Insanity, you start with a deck of 50 random cards. Certain future, the map contains only one path, and deadly events. Question mark rooms are now more likely to contain elites, but also more likely to contain treasure rooms. It's also as a watcher, and the daily literally just came out. With no ability to choose my own paths, basically here, I only really have the ability to try and just play my hand as best I can. I'm just gonna remove both of those, and then I get both the weaves back from the discard pile. Yeah, best I can do is just play each of my hands as best as I can. I'm not really gonna have a huge amount of influence over the run, as it turns out. Okay, so let's sort A to Z, and then go for Third Eye. That would get me Collector's Bonus. Empty Fist would get me closer to one. I'll take a Third Eye first. Okay. It's just lucky the back line. I'll take a Consecrate, I guess. Let's follow up for free damage. Wheel kick there, then Consecrate. Full defense. Lovely. Crescendo, Consecrate, get him. Flurry of Blows, Worship, and Mental Fortress. I do like Worship, actually, a lot here. I think I did have one in... Yeah, I have one in the deck already. Flurry of Blows, though. Flurry of Blows is just correct with the deck size like this, and the amount of different cards I have in my deck that actually change our stance. Love if I could have done something better there. Oh well. I'm gonna Crescendo, Weave, Cut Through Fate, bringing back the Weave, used another Weave. There we go. So a large amount of this deck, I have to imagine, is going to be based around the power of pulling back Flurry of Blows from my discard pile by changing stances and pulling back Weaves by scrying. Consecrate, Tantrum, Third Eye. I already have enough Third Eyes. I already have enough Consecrations as well. I don't see any great reason not to take Tantrum here. Obviously, I was very much hoping that this space would be a Mind Blast. Wreath of Flame, Battle Hymn, Halt, Carve Reality, Sense of Time. Sense of Time is really, really good for allowing us to actually clear out these boss fights. So I'd love to have another one. Carve Reality. We have one of those. Halt. How many of those do we have? Halt. One. Wreath of Flame, Battle Hymn. Battle Hymn, none. Wreath of Flame, none. Wait, Wreath of Flame, that'd be down here. Still, I was correct regardless. None. Don't shop later on. Not necessarily. We'll take the Sands of Time. I'm gonna take the Battle Hymn. I want consistent damage, and with the deck size of this size, that was said poorly. With this deck size, that's becoming difficult to do. Sweet. Flurry of Blows, Prostrate, and Pressure Points. It's obviously Flurry of Blows there. Well, I do want to see how many Pressure Points and how many Prostrates we have. Prostrate 2, Pressure Points 1. Still pretty happy with what I went with. Leave that atop the deck. Pretty decent draw to get. Actually, I'm going to Simmering Fury here to set up for the next turn, just killing with the Sands of Time. Like that. Study, Halt, Carve Reality. I didn't take a Halt last time, did I? Did I? Where are you? Halt. Why is this so difficult to find? Oh, no, I didn't take a Halt last time. Carve Reality or Halt? I have a lot of Wrath triggers. I'm going to take the Halt. Which of these is the least likely for me to actually want to build? Nirvana, whenever you scry, gain 3 block. I mean, we have 2 Nirvanas in the deck, so I feel pretty happy about keeping those. Simmering Fury. No, I'm actually kind of fine with that as well. Honestly, Worship. I'm not going to put more Mantra in this deck. Those 2 Prostrates, like, they're just block for us, right? Going through 57 cards to get the 2 ones that have 2 Mantra and then Worship means I also have to cycle the deck again. Obviously, I could get another Worship in here and then try and use that, but I don't think that's useful for me here. So I'm going to offer that away. Ooh, love it. Tantrum into Bling Bash. Then I'll Sands of Time plus something else, hopefully, for the kill this turn. That'll do it. Ooh, Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power card to your deck, upgrade it. Master Reality. Whenever a card is created during combat, upgrade it, as well as a Lesson Learned and Perseverance. The problem is, despite Master Reality and Lesson Learned both being quite impactful cards, having them, obviously the Pauper's bonus is a consideration to make, blah blah blah, but I'm not going to focus on that consideration. They won't define my deck, but they won't even come into most battles, but they'll take away that huge amount of score. Whereas Perseverance, I have the ability to build a collector's bonus on. The other 2 I don't, and Perseverance is just generally good if I draw it early. If I draw it late, it's not great. This is a tail. Whenever you die, heal to 50% of your HP. Works once. Actually, I want both of those. I'm going to try and just cycle my next hand as best I can. Oh my god, second Sands of Time in hand. Beautiful. Battle? No, I should just get defense while I wait for these Sands of Time to go down. It's Third Eye, looking for as much defense as I can get. That didn't really provide it. Good gosh. Well, I can't defend this turn. This is 14 block though. 12 block, sorry, if I use the crescendo. I'm gonna try it. I should have thrown the flurry of blows first. That's my bad. Okay. Ink Bottle. Whenever you play 10 cards, draw 1 card. I just shouldn't have done that early. That's entirely my bad. Nirvana. Whenever you scry, gain 4 block. Follow up and Perseverance. We would have that third Nirvana. Perseverance would be our second. Follow-up would be our... Too many. Cool. I'll take the Nirvana. Do any of these upgrade? That does upgrade to become an 8. Okay, we'll get the Battle Hymn in the opening hand then. Actually a pretty impactful upgrade. Let's Battle Hymn. Just lucky. Keep the Consecrate there. Punch you. Flurry of blows, empty body. Good. Get me Wrath. Apparently no to that whole Wrath stitch I wanted. There we go. Ah, that brought back the Flurry of Blows. Oops, my bad. Swivel, Flying Sleeves, and Crushed Joints. Crushed Joints, none. Flying Sleeves, I think we have 1 in here. Yeah, 1. And Swivel, I think we have none. Yep. So I guess I'll take Flying Sleeves. Crushed Joints would be nice, but again, collector's bonuses are really where we're going to separate ourselves from the rest of the pack here. Anything else become innate? Nope. Upgrading any of these doesn't really do that much. I'm going to upgrade my only AoE card because that's going to be really important next floor, but it's not going to be impactful in that many fights, unfortunately. Draw it now. Draw it now. Damn it. Draw it now. Draw it now. I guess Falling Bash kind of works a little bit. Yikes. There we go. Now that's much more like it. Play as many cards as I can before I kill. Just for the sake of the ink bottle. Ancient Potion as well as Mental Fortress. Whenever you switch stances, gain 6 block, Prey, and Windmill Strike. Do we have another Mental Fortress? Because if we do, I'll go for it. We don't. Am I still okay going for it? I change stances often. Sure. It's the worst that can happen. Oh, we die. Oh, okay. That is pretty bad, actually. Let's get a Talk to the Hand upgraded for a little bit more block while we aggress. I'm gonna empty body for the draw. Hopefully we get something like Sands of Time. Nope. Maybe I should have kept the, kept that there. Okay. It's Third Eye first, finding a Sands of Time for the next turn. Unfortunately, it's turn too late. Play that Smite as well. Really need, like, a lot of aggression on this turn. I'm not seeing it so far. Just got on my discard pile to return to my hand. It got 0. So I really needed a way to enter Wrath. Attack Potion, give me that. That's not going to give me that. Right. Miracle, Crush Joints. I think I just have to Wheel Kick and then Weave Smite. Conclude. Weave, Smite, conclude. So it definitely could have been worse. Spirit Shell, Contra Blade, and Blasphemy. Don't really care about any of them, honestly. Snecko Eye. Ooh, what is the cost of the deck? There's a lot of zeros in here. It's a couple 4s and 2 2s. Yeah, this is not a Snecko Eye deck. Elites drop an additional relic when defeated. I have to take that because Empty Cage, remove 2 cards from your deck, is like 2 out of 60. That is 1/30th of our deck that we're affecting. It's not impactful. Like if you have a 10 card deck and you remove 1 card, you're removing 10% of the deck. But here I'm removing 1/30th. Yeah, not that useful at all. I'm gonna go Nirvana, battle him Third Eye. The reason behind that, actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it just lucky. Reason behind that being I knew that I could full defend based off of those scries. And of course, now we no longer get scries. Alright. It's probably not crescendo time. Let's go Tranquility, that, and then Weaken. Setting up for a bigger crescendo turn. Not this one, though. I'm gonna Mental Fortress Crescendo. Prostrate, Smite, Smite, Fear No Evil. Still get myself pretty decent defense there, and then Murder. Essence of Steel, gain 4 plated armor, probably over the Ancient Potion. Study Sands of Time and Protect. We should take a Sands of Time, honestly. Third Sands of Time. Collector's bonus is getting even closer. Consecrate follow-up because it's basically free. Battle him and Third Eye to try and decide an aggressive next hand. Speaking of an aggressive next hand, let's get a Smite in hand. Love it. Oh, you absolutely have to love that. And I even get the Sands of Time already in hand, ready for the kill. So, hang on. This is empty body. Just Lucky. Simmering Fury. Then follow up. Just trying to get the ink bottle up as far as I can. Crescendo, Tranquility, and Evaluate. I think we have almost... Yeah, we have the Evaluate bonus already. Crescendo, we're almost to that bonus also. Tranquility. We only have one of... Okay, we'll take the Crescendo then. Battle him, Weave, and then I can Consecrate. Third Eye to bring back the Weave. And then I can Third Eye to bring back the Weave. Okay. I'm gonna just set up for a later turn where I'm not weakened. So empty body, carve. Halt, Consecrate. Yikes. Should probably bring back a card from my discard pile to try and defend me here. No, but that's so powerful in boss fights is the thing. I don't think I can do it. There you go. Giant whack of damage. You got me, bud. You got me. Battle him. Another one? No. Evaluate Empty Fist. I think Empty Fist is the one we go for here. Yep. Ivana, Empty Fist, follow up, battle him. And we even get a Sands of Time to hold. Lovely. Let's prostrate first because it's not going to be affected by anything. Let's throw that Sands of Time. Let's also get out that Evaluate. Happy to have each of these increment. Tantrum is 9 damage. 9 plus 6 is 15. Plus 10 is 25. Plus 48. 25 and 48 is not actually lethal on the enemy right now. Well, I have to do it anyway. I'm gonna have to pull a card back from my discard pile. Never mind, we pulled back a Weave because we scryed with the thing. I was thinking about the flurry of blows that we might have had in there, but I forgot about the Weaves. It's my bad. Empty Body, Protect, and Bowling Bash. Each of these is great. I'd be happy to take Annie. I don't think we have a Protect in the deck yet. Empty Body we have 2 of. Bowling Bash we have just 2 of as well. I feel a little light on defense. I'm gonna need the Bowling Bash for the boss fight, I think. Yep, obviously. And Caridian at the start of each combat, add a random power card to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Go up to the hand. Follow up. Consecrate. Battle him. And... 14. 13. I'm currently dead. So let's try and make that not a thing. If you're in calm at the end of your turn, whenever you scry, gain 3 block. Just that's none of that scries. Guess I'm gonna take like water. Take back Consecrate for the defense. Yeah, we're dead. As in exactly dead. Thankfully, we do have the Lizard Tail. Unfortunately, I'm also weakened this turn, though. Okay. need the backliner dead. I don't have much defense. If they get 2 turns free attacking me, I'm dead. Conclude 24. Ooh, that's actually a lot better than I thought I was going to get there. Sweet. 30 gold, Akabeko and the Horn Cleat. Akabeko, the first attack you play each combat deals 8 additional damage, and at the start of your second turn, gain 14 block. Another Empty Fist, and another Prostrate. The Empty Fist, I think, is... Yep, that's our Collector's bonus. There's no more elites on this floor. Well, there's 2 question marks. Either of those could be elites is the problem. Upgrading any of these doesn't matter. So sure, I'll rest. Whenever you enter Wrath, draw 2 cards. Interesting. I like the start each combat with 4-plated armor. I think that's probably what I should go with here as well. Yeah. I mean, I could still get rushed. Yeah, let's also take rush down. The boot, whenever you deal 5 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 4 or less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5, rather. Oh, follow up. Of course, follow up didn't work there. I had to miracle in order to get it out. That's my bad. You got me, follow up. You truly well and got me. Okay. Weave. Follow up. Empty body. No, wait. For something like Crescendo. That'll do it. Foresight at the start of your turn, scry 4. I actually do want that in my deck. Do I already have a copy of it in here? I do not. Flying Sleeves. I think I've got 2 copies of that. Tranquility I've only got 2 copies of as well. So Foresight doesn't get us towards a collector's bonus, but gosh, it's incredible for us. Triggers all of our Nirvanas, helps us make sure that our next hand is actually going to be worthwhile. If we get it early on in the boss fights, like we might get bottled... what is it? Bottled lightning, bottled flame, and then... Oh my god, I've forgotten the bottle that actually works for powers, but the power bottle. We might get it in our opening hand, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Five Apparition for 36 max HP. I'm happy to take that. That's another collector's bonus, basically. It's the big reason to take that there. Okay. Ah, should have done that first. My bad. Could have gotten 7 extra damage out of that bowling bash. One other thing I like about Apparition as this character is that it just gives you the ability to stay in Crescendo for much, much longer. Prostrate, Crush Joints, and Crescendo. Hang on. Crescendo, Crescendo. That'd be our final Crescendo. We'll take it. Another Devotion. Ooh, I love that. Let's go. Flurry of Blows. Third Eye. I do want our Apparition up next. And also that Crescendo is actually really good as well. Unfortunately, that makes my next Third Eye pretty useless. Never mind. I immediately drew the Apparition. That's my bad. Ink Bottle. I could die this turn if I play it badly. I need to leave that Crescendo in hand. I can't play it. Oof. Drawing the Apparition last turn was real rough, as it turns out. Let's Flurry of Blows and Third Eye. We'll get back a Weave as well. Use a Wheel Kick and then Miracle out Foresight. The idea here is just to look for aggression next turn and kill. Sweet. Crescendo. Murder. Pen-nib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage, as well as the old coin. Pick up 300 gold on pickup. Blessing of the Forge, upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of the combat. Establishment, innate. Whenever a card is retained, reduces cost by 1 this combat. That is actually incredible for us. It's up against Sands of Time and our collector's bonus, though. We didn't get an energy relic after the first boss, and that's actually been something that's kind of really annoying for us. Especially because we have the Battle Hymn giving us a smite every single turn. It'd get the Sands of Time much more usable, much more quickly. How much retention do I actually have in this deck, though? Flying Sleeves, like, that decreases the cost by 1. The Crescendos, like, again, 1. It's not ridiculously huge. I'm taking the Sands of Time. Definitely resting here, though. Ooh, a free rush down to start with. Love it. Happily take each of those for the next hand also. Let's Apparition, Evaluate. What a Tantrum. Very reliant on being able to get out of this stance. Or just chain apparitions, as it turns out. Play that and then Insight, looking for an AoE card. Halt, neat. Second apparition. Well, I now have to play both apparitions is the thing. Otherwise, I waste a turn of apparition next turn, and next turn the leader is attacking, so it's the right turn to have another apparition go off. Okay, so let's go Smite. Follow up. Flurry of Blows. Should I Wheel Kick? Yeah, I'll Wheel Kick. It's another apparition that we drew. Gosh, I wish I could play that right now. Well, I mean, it would only protect me on the turn that the Bronze Automaton's not attacking, so maybe I don't really care. Okay. Weave. Consecrate. Smite. Smite. I could empty body right now. The thing is, if the enemy does get the Hyper Beam off, as if I don't kill next turn, I'm dying regardless. Is that true? That's not necessarily true. Don't kill me. 51. Yeah, it's true. Never mind, we're dead. You have no more scrying to do, so we can't really impact this. Well, I mean, Light Calm would have given us 5 more defense there. I only just realized I had the Tranquility in hand. But that's just... it's just not gonna work. Fury didn't manage to draw us into the apparition. No. That's great. Consecrate. Mantra. Flurry of Blows. Giant Sands of Time. Another one. And we're dead. Yeah, that was always going to be the big risk. Whether or not I could actually get the kill before that. So I will say as well, by the way, we did have the, if we had the establishment in that fight, I think we would have won. So we only had one of the sands in time in hand, so it would have actually had an extra cost decreased on that, but we also would have had those 3 smites that, well, those 3 smites the turn before were already thrown out while I was in Roth, though. And I didn't really have much else to do on that turn. I'd have to watch the fight back, but we definitely would have had a significantly better chance in that fight if we had the establishment. I just wanted the score bonus, frankly. It's not always correct to take res, and it's not always correct to not take res. And look, I'm going to make mistakes from time to time. That's how I learn. I just don't like the amount of dailies I've been dieting in recently. So look at this, and yeah. At least we're on the leaderboard as far as I'm concerned. That means we did well. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game is Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.